Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 7th episode of Never Over the Hill, where today's guest is me. Um, I had a podcast scheduled or a guest scheduled, and they had to cancel. So I decided to hop on here and answer the questions that I have been asking my guests. So I guess I will introduce myself as I have been to my 6 guests that I've had so far. My name is Hilary Star de Roy. I am the founder and owner and designer of Royal Native, which is a clothing brand made in New York, and it is made, I'd say, 95% out of upcycled towels, vintage textiles. And I've had the brand for 11 years. 2 years ago, I opened a store by the same name, and it is filled to the brim with things that I love, things that I use in my own life, and really, I do other things here as well. I do workshops. Now I record the podcast. I do pop-ups. I have a stick and poke tattoo artist come, a chain stitcher come, and just really fun things, vision board workshops and art classes and journaling workshops. I could go on. But anyway, my passion really is connecting people, connecting with people, telling stories, and sharing what I love with the world. So that is why I decided to start this podcast. And Harlan, my producer and friend who's sitting right here. I might talk to him during the show a little bit because it feels super weird to just be sitting here by myself. Hi, Harlan. Anyway, without further ado, I am going to just start talking about some of the things that I ask my guests. So the first question that I'm going to answer today is, do you have a name for your style? So I actually do have a name for my style, and I've had this name for a while. It is Sexy Tomboy. And so you might be wondering, what does that mean? What does that look like? That means that I really hate having all one kind of look. Like if I'm wearing something that's fitted on top, I'm going to wear a carpenter jean or something that's a little bit less fitted on the bottom. If I'm wearing a mini skirt, I'm going to put on a vintage crew neck sweatshirt and sneakers. I never want to look head to toe sexy, and I never want to look head to toe like a 12-year-old boy, even though I do love that look of having something unexpected. So I want to be hot and I want to look put together, but I also want to have a little twist of it, something a little off, a little bit unexpected. So that is Sexy Tomboy in a nutshell. If I had to describe my style in 3 words, I don't actually, it's so funny because I was just actually saying to Harlan that even though I've asked these questions numerous times, I don't really have my own answers to a lot of them. And I'm not sure how I would describe my style in 3 words, but I do, my name for my style is Sexy Tomboy. So I'm going to have to get back to that question. So next question is, do you have a daily uniform? So I think I have a seasonal daily uniform, like a few of my guests have actually said. I definitely vintage denim is my go-to uniform all year, except for in the dead of the summer. But I love a vintage jean. I'm wearing a pair today from Chloe from Walk the West that I will definitely she's actually coming for the entire month of May to have a month-long pop-up here at the shop. It's something new that I'm doing, and also goes along with the idea that I only have things in the shop, that I only sell things in the shop that I love and wear. So vintage denim all year. And in the winter, I like a blazer or a jacket. This one is by Veronica Beard. My clothing line is also sold in select Veronica Beard stores, so I like to represent. Blazers make me feel very boss boss, like powerful and in control and like put together. So blazer or jacket or Royal Native jacket or vintage jacket in the winter and fall. And loafers that I am usually wearing of some sort. That is my fall winter uniform. And my spring summer uniform, I love a mini skirt. I love vintage sweatshirts, crew neck sweatshirts. What else? I like classic shoes for the most part. I don't like a crazy shoe. Like, I mean, occasionally I'll wear like a crazy platform shoe, but I like, if I'm going to wear sneakers, I like Converse high tops in white. I like my gray New Balance 990s. I like just something simple. And I like a regular Birkenstock. I like a Bass loafer. I like a Manolo Blahnik pump. Or a classic boot, riding boots, or anyway. So that is my uniform, daily uniform. I switch it up. I use different, accessories. Although I'm not a giant accessories person, I have jewelry. Really, has to be meaningful to me. Has to be vintage or something that belonged to my mom or my grandmothers. So, okay. Well, that answers that question. Let's see. Let's talk about what maybe a style or outfit mistake that I made in my youth. Oh my God, there are so many actually. I remember I had this gold bathing suit. It was like a full piece bathing suit and it was shimmery gold. I think I got it. It was like on sale at Lester's or like Infinity. Anyway. It had a sequin parrot on it. Okay. And I was obsessed with this bathing suit. I wanted to wear it like with jean shorts to make it like more versatile. So I put it on with these skin tight jean shorts that were down to my knee. Okay, so just picture this. And I was really skinny when I was a kid, so like I had knobby knees and I rolled the jean shorts up and I remember asking my mom to take a picture of me with the gold parrot, sequin parrot swimsuit with my skin tight stretch jean shorts rolled up at the knee. I have to find this picture. It's actually really funny. And looking back, it wasn't maybe the parrot bathing suit that was the mistake. It was the jean shorts for sure, because that parrot bathing suit was really killer, and I'd still wear it today if I had it. Okay, what was another style mistake? I think just like the 90s, looking back, was like a lot of, I definitely was into the trends. I wore Cavariccis. I wore Farlows, which are these skin tight. I was very into the skin tight or the very baggy. So like skids pants with the drawstring, rolled, pegged and rolled Cavariccis like that. I went through the phase where I was wearing like the washed silk button-down shirts tucked in with these boots that I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but they were called Chili's and they were cowboy booties. And they were really ugly, but I wore them because I was like kind of trend obsessed and I read 17 magazine and Mademoiselle and I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I saw like a picture of people from Saved by the Bell or like Cameron Diaz wearing them, so I had to get them. So yes, those were some of my style mistakes specifically. Maybe I will grab some old photos of me in some of my really cool outfits from back then, and I'll have Harlan put them in as some visuals so that you can really see how bad these looks were. But of course, it's like you're just dressing for the times. So there's so many things, style aspects from the 90s that I love and I still wear. So, okay, what is my next question? Did your style fashion influence your career choice? Definitely 110%. I have loved getting dressed and fashion magazines and watching movies for the style and music videos and all of that stuff for as long as I can remember. And actually, it runs in my blood. My maternal grandmother had a clog shop in Huntington, New York, that she sold clogs and she sold really amazing clothing, some vintage also. And she had a clog importing business in the 60s. And a booth at the World's Fair in Queens, and she was like a real fashionista. She was like just my most memorable style influence in my life. And yeah, so I'd say from a very early age, I would like go to her house and I would put on her belts and her scarves. I would make clothing out of her scarves, like tie one around my top and wear another one as a skirt and make a whole look out of it. And I always knew that I wanted to do something in fashion, or design, home design. And it definitely influenced my career choice because even though I went to college for advertising and PR, I worked in advertising for a very short period of time before I started assisting a fashion stylist. And I never, ever looked back. I've been working in fashion ever since. And yeah, just, I mean, basically, I think the best part about it is you can wear whatever you want to. You can dress however you want. You can express yourself through what you're wearing. And it says a lot about, your personality. So tell me about your most memorable style or outfit. This is hard. Very, very hard. But I'll tell you recently, I wore a vintage, I can't remember what the brand was. Oh, I think it was called After Five for Saks Fifth Avenue. I think it was made in the 90s, and I got it from my friend's shop right here in town in Locust Valley. And it was, I wore it to my best friend's Christmas party. It was a blazer, double breasted like this, but a dress, mini dress. And it was plaid underlay, and it had clear sequins. It has clear sequins all over it. And I wore that mini dress with stockings that look like they are thigh highs, but they're sheer on the top, and then they look like they're thigh highs with, oh my God, what shoes did I wear? I think I wore it with black Manolo pumps, and then later I changed into loafers for dancing. But I wore that, and I wore my hair in two French braids that my brother's girlfriend did, and I felt amazing all night. And everyone was complimenting me on this dress, but I feel like it was because I was so comfortable and like in what I was wearing, and I was so confident in what I was wearing, and I feel like that is why it was such a great look, because I felt good in it. Like, yes, it looked good, but I felt really good in it. I felt like very myself, and so that's my most recent memorable style outfit. Let's see. Oh, I have another one, actually. Okay, so I worked for Diane von Furstenberg between 2003 and 7, or 2004 and 8. I can't remember the exact dates, but I was there for a bunch of years, and I ran her shop, which was attached to her studio, design studio. She lived above it, and in the West Village in an old carriage house before the company moved up to the meatpacking. And it was so it was such a small company at that point. So I would actually talk to DVF all the time. She took a liking to me, and she would come down to the shop to talk to me about different things that she was designing and to pull her own clothes for herself to keep from the store. So I would always help her, and we got to know each other a little bit. And I would get invited to the fashion show after party, and this one fashion show after party took place at Indochine, and I had taken this black. It was like the line that year was, that season was like a little bit like based on Russia. It was like lots of kind of faux fur and lace and like big, I can't remember what the print was called, but I had this black skirt. It was below the knee, and it had these panels of lace and panels of chiffon and panels of lace, and it was like a, I don't know, like a full skirt. And I turned it into a dress. So for the fashion show, I wore it, I pulled it up here, strapless dress. I belted it with this amazing, that I actually now have to find, thick woven braided leather belt. And I wore it with gold. I still have these shoes too, these gold stiletto heel sandals with 2 straps, and they have like a little fringe. And I went to the party, and she stopped me and she was like, "This look is amazing," which was the best compliment to me because she's the designer of the whole, or the creative director. Nathan was the designer at that point, and everyone just loved that I turned this skirt into a dress, and it really actually did look really cute. And I still have the skirt, and I still have the belt, and I still have the shoes. So I'm like thinking maybe I will recreate it. Anyway, so those are some of my memorable style looks. Let's see. What else is down here? Okay, so we have, what is your most versatile piece in your wardrobe? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to say denim, but vintage denim, and very specific. Like, I think that I feel my best when I'm wearing jeans. The right jeans, obviously. I just feel like it's very me with my sexy tomboy look. And I feel like you can really, really, I know that phrase like dress up, dress down is overused, but with denim, I actually feel like it is so much like that. From like any look from the 1950s up until the present time, you can take jeans and you can wear them with flip flops. I really prefer rainbow flip flops. I'm not like a giant flip flops fan, but rainbows are so classic. So you can wear them with flip flops and a cute kind of like cropped vintage tee, or you can put on like the fanciest shoe and a really dressy beaded top or whatever. And they're the same jeans, and you can take them like from day to night. Another one of those overused terms in the fashion industry, but it's true. With denim, you can really make them your own, style them however you want to, wear them with a blazer, wear them with one of my, I actually am always in a chica or a ragazza jacket with jeans. It's like just my go-to thing that I do. So I would say vintage denim definitely tops the most versatile thing in my wardrobe. And I just want to say about that is that I think in my shop and all the pieces that I design, the one thing that I always have in mind in my head is, can you wear this more than one way? So even with my swim that I sell, like I wear a lot of my swim as a bodysuit to double the use and extend the life, because obviously you're not always in a bathing suit. I always ask myself, like, how many different ways can you wear this look? And that's when I started doing the vintage denim, the vintage towels. It was like, okay, you can wear this on a boat, to the pool, to the beach. You can wear it to dinner. You can wear it dressy or cash, and that is it's just a really versatile thing, the vintage towel. So I really do ask myself that, like, how many ways can you wear this thing? And it makes sense for me. I don't like to only be able to wear something one way. So okay, next question. I hope this isn't too boring to you guys to hear this without having a conversation, but anyway, when you need to feel your best, what is your go-to look? It's kind of similar for me. It's like blazer, denim, maybe I'll wear a heel, although these days it's very, very uncomfortable for me to wear heels. So maybe a platform shoe to add some height. I'm 5'4", and I like to feel a little taller when I'm going to like an event or going somewhere, a little bit fancier or dressier. So I I'd say I have, when I need to feel my best, it's my go-to look is more like I'm gonna do classic with a twist. So I'm a Virgo. My favorite color is navy blue. I like to be wearing things that are classic cuts, but then I have to do something that's like a little bit off, so that I get that attention, that I get that like, oh my God, where did you get that? Or like, I think if it's a successful night for me, like in terms of you know, my look, it's someone is going to compliment me on it. I'm going to feel comfortable and confident. So I have to really feel good in it, and that feeling that I have, and the comfort and the put togetherness is going to give that energy out to whoever I'm with. That like I love what I'm wearing. I feel good in what I'm wearing. So it's not necessarily like a piece that I go to. It's like an overall comfort and classic with a twist. So the last actual question that I ask my guests is, what look will you never be over? And that is probably the hardest, because it is similar to some of my style memories that I've already shared, or what my uniform is, or whatever. But let's see, what look will I never be over? I think one of them is what I talked about with the DVF fashion show. I think it's like turning a one piece of clothing into a different piece of clothing, and just having that like feeling that you created this look, and that people are noticing it, and people think it's really cool. And yeah, so I feel like just really looking, I'd say also like 90s style is a look that I'll never be over. I love all the photos of the models and celebrities in the airport, like those airport pictures in the 90s where they just look, they're just cool. They're wearing like a leather jacket and jeans and boots, and they're having, they have their duffel over their shoulder. And I feel like it's like street photography before it was like real called that. Those looks where it's like it's just captured a moment in time, authentic. You look like yourself, but like it's just like you just got it. It was before stylists, before anyone was telling you what to wear, and you just put something on and got photographed in it, and it was just like this iconic look. And I'd say Kate Moss's look in the 90s, I just love it so much. And she's one of my style icons. And I also just love vintage. So I love those photos from the 60s and 70s, and 80s, like Slim Aarons and people on vacation. So yeah, vintage. I'll never be over vintage. I'll never be over the 90s. And that's that. So now I will tell you all what I wear to bed, what I wear to sleep, because that's another question I ask my guests. I love wearing like little shorts, like boxers or some sort of loose fitting cotton shorts. They don't have to be pajamas, and an old t-shirt. I'm very simple. In the winter, I sleep with socks. I know, weird. We talked about that last episode. Socks that I usually take off during the night. And I am into sleeping in pajama pants now. I have these flannel pajama pants that I sleep in all winter. So that's my look. And then in the morning, as soon as I get up, I'm like slippers on, giant sweatshirt on, like freezing in the morning. Even in the summer, I put on a sweatshirt in the morning. Okay, what is the last thing I do before I go to bed? Lately, my son has been climbing into bed. He's 12, and we watch Chopped Junior together. That show on the Food Network. It's not any longer, but it's super fun. And then I try to read, and I journal at night. And I have my little ritual. I have my moon lotion that I put on my hands, and I like the smell of it is so calming. I have my dream oil that I put on my my neck and my wrists and right here. And it's supposed to help you have vivid dreams and remember your dreams. And my chapstick, I need my water. I have my setup very, I have everything that I need next to me. And what is the first thing I do in the morning is I try to not look at my phone first thing. I actually started sleeping with my phone in the bathroom. And so I hear my alarm. I go in there, I shut it off, and then I brush my teeth. I look at myself in the mirror. I say something nice to myself. And I wash my face, I put in my contacts, and then I go make coffee, unless my husband has made it for me already, which is my love language. If you bring me coffee in the morning, I will love you forever. Anyway, so I think I've answered most of what I've asked my guests. I would like to finish this little solo podcast by saying that I had lost my train of thought before, and one of the things that I wanted to say is that energy is my mood, and my energy is how I get dressed every single day. It changes all the time. My look might stay the same, like the sexy tomboy thing might stay the same, but I am such a mood dresser and such an energy dresser. So I feel like it represents, you. Who you are as a person, and for better or worse. And I feel like taking that time to really connect with how you're feeling that day, and then knowing that if you dress a certain way, it can change your energy and change your mood. So that is what I will leave you with. And next week's guest is my pattern maker, Hilary Smith. So we'll see you all next week. And obviously, I think you know where to find me. This Instagram is at Never Over the Hil with one L. And my shop and clothing line is at The Royal Native. And it's all linked in the bio. And thank you, Harlan, for sitting here and listening to me, making me feel comfortable. And we'll see you all next week. Okay, thanks. Bye.